Today we're talking about one of the most prominent Lithuanian freedom fighters of the 20th century, Pranas Dovydaitis. Why? Because our school has got his name and now it's called Čekiškė Pranas Dovydaitis Gymnasium. My first question goes to Mantas. When and why was our school named after Pranas Dovydaitis?
Our school was named after Pranas Dovydaitis because he lived in Čekiškė and was arrested in his farmstead. He was signatory of the Act of Independence of Lithuania, Prime Minister, lawyer, Doctor of Philosophy, Professor, head of the Lithuanian Catholic Federation Ateitis, encyclopedist, editor and publisher of about 40 periodicals. The school got his name in 2002.
Thank you, Mantas. Andrius, what do we know about the early years of Pranas Dovydaitis?
Pranas Dovydaitis was born in Marijampolė County, Runkai. He was the oldest son in a family containing 15 children. During the winters of 1896 to 1899, Pranas Dovydaitis went to an elementary school named Višakio Ruda Elementary. In 1903, he passed his exams, and in 1904, he got accepted into the Vaivarai Teachers Seminary. He got expelled from the seminary for his pro-Lithuanian activities at the time when Lithuania was a part of the Russian Empire. In the spring of 1908, he passed his exams at Marijampolė Gymnasium, and in the fall of the same year he applied and got into a law university in Moscow.
Can I step in here? Speaking about his exams at Marijampolė Gymnasium, Pranas Dovydaitis had prepared for the exams on his own and learned to pronounce foreign language words as they were written. This made the teachers laugh during the exam. Another interesting fact would be that while studying in Moscow, Pranas Dovydaitis noticed that many students from Lithuania were Russian girls. He didn't like the fact, so he decided to set an example and he married a Lithuanian girl.
Very interesting. Thank you, guys. My next question goes to Rolandas. What do we know about Pranas Dovydaitis' adult years?
When he returned from Moscow, Pranas Dovydaitis started his career as an editor and a publisher. Through his life, he edited and published over 40 periodicals devoted to society, religion, natural sciences, philosophy, and education. In 1916, he founded the first Lithuanian gymnasium in Kaunas. During the First World War, he strongly opposed the Germanization of the school and was fired. In 1917, he was elected a member of the Lithuanian Council. On February 16, 1918, together with other 19 members of the council, he signed the Act of Independence of Lithuania. In 1919, he was the head of the Third Cabinet of Ministers. Between 1922 and 1940, he lectured at the University of Lithuania. At the same time, he founded and chaired the Lithuanian Catholic Federation, Ateitis, the Lithuanian Catholic Workers' Trade Union, the Lithuanian Catholic Teachers' Professional Union, and the Lithuanian Catholic Academy of Sciences. In 1941, he and his family were arrested by the Soviet regime and sent to one of the Soviet gulags in Siberia. In 1942, he was interrogated on charges of counter-revolutionary activity and was sentenced to death.
Thanks, Rolandas. Finally, I would like to ask you, Greta, so why Pranas Dovydaitis is considered a freedom fighter?
Well, as the guys have already mentioned, he promoted the Lithuanian language, culture, and values at the time Russian occupation before the First World War. When he studied Vaivarai Teachers Seminary, fierce russification and persecution of Lithuanian students was taking place. Pranas Dovydaitis joined a secret Lithuanian group that read and distributed the forbidden Lithuanian press. He was also among those who sought independence for our country and signed the Act of Independence of Lithuania on February 16, 1918.
Yes, and it seems that it was Pranas Dovydaitis who decided that the Act of the Independence should be signed on the 16th of February and not any other day.
Yes, he continued spreading his pro-Lithuanian views even after the Soviet occupation of our country in 1939. That is why he and his family were arrested in 1941 and sent to a Soviet gulag in Siberia.
Yes, that was definitely one of the darkest periods in Lithuanian history. Thank you, guys. Now we know what lies behind the name of our school. We are very proud to be students of Čekiškė Pranas Dovydaitis Gymnasium.